Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Vagel. Like bagel with a V, V-A-G-E-L, coming to you from the deck of our house here in the east end of Pittsburgh with another episode of History's a Blast. This is the first episode, or the first part, of a vlog about our cross-country camping trip in mid-May to spend a week or so in the Badlands and the Black Hills of South Dakota with a big loop up through Wyoming past Devil's Tower to the Little Bighorn National Battlefield in southern Montana. We decided to try camping in a truck tent designed for our mid-size pickup truck, and you'll see the different ways we set up our campsites in this and some other episodes in the vlog. While we have only good things to say about the quality of the truck tent arrangement we decided on for this expedition, and we thoroughly enjoyed our truck tenting experience, we did come to realize that it is not the right solution for us on long trips in the future. In our opinion, truck tents are an ideal low-cost solution for weekend getaways in warm weather where your camping plans do not involve sightseeing using your vehicle. On this trip, we experienced also severe weather ranging from the mid-20s degrees Fahrenheit and high winds up in Montana, 12 inches of snow on May the 22nd in the Black Hills near Deadwood, South Dakota, and several incidents where heavy rains were falling when we arrived at our campground, which prevented us from setting up, and that forced us to make last-minute alternative arrangements indoors on 7 out of the 15 nights that we were out on the road. So because of these experiences, we've decided to join the travel trailer segment of the long-distance camping population in the future. The first legs of our journey out west took us through southern Ohio, where we camped and got rained on all night in a nice but densely packed county park in the Cincinnati suburbs. We broke camp the next morning, packed our partly wet tentage, hoping to be able to air it out before setting up at our next destination, which was Jubilee College State Park, just west of Peoria, Illinois. But heavy rains throughout that day and still falling upon arrival forced us to retreat to a hotel for the night. The next day, however, dawned clear and pleasant for a nice historical sightseeing day, which allowed us to stroll through the Jubilee College historical site grounds and later in the day make a short visit to historic Fort Dodge, Iowa, en route to our third night's camp at Gull State Park. I hope you enjoy this video, which includes a short review and commentary about our truck tent and camping experience so far in the trip. And if you enjoy this video, please be sure to click the thumbs up icon, share this video in our channel with interested friends, and if you haven't already subscribed, we'd appreciate subscribing, and always, as always, feel free to comment, ask questions. I try to check the channel every day or every other day at least, and I respond when I can, as best I can. So thanks, enjoy the video. This is Jubilee College State Historical Site in Kickapoo, Illinois, which is just a few miles west of Peoria, Illinois. And it's the first stop on our series of historical walks on our May of 2019 camping trip out west from Pennsylvania to see Mount Rushmore and other national parks and monuments. It was founded in 1847 to train Episcopal ministers for the American West on the frontier. Unfortunately, the buildings, which originally were open for tours, have been closed for several years due to budget cuttings in the state budget for state parks, and they aren't able to staff it. But there is a volunteer organization that maintains some flower beds nearby that you might be able to walk to. One of the little flower gardens around the area that the volunteer group I was telling you about earlier maintain. Debbie's going in to check out the little area. There's a little sundial there. The flowers haven't been planted yet, but I think you can see this little flower garden is in the shape of a butterfly. Kind of nice. Well, this is our second stop on the day, having left Jubilee State Park in Peoria, Illinois. This morning we are now at Fort Dodge, Iowa, and we're looking at the reconstruction of historic Fort Dodge, which was an early frontier fort manned by the dragoons back when dragoons were on the forefront of keeping open the westward trails in the 1840s, sort of trying to keep the Native Americans separated from the white settlers who were supposedly just passing through. We're here too late in the day to take the tour. We got here at about after 4 p.m. and they prefer not to sell tickets because we don't have time to see anything. So I'll just make a few videos, shots of the interior of the fort. They do living histories here from time to time, according to the website. This is a view of the sutler store just inside the gate. And there's also a series of actual buildings that have been more or less moved to the site according to their website. It's sort of an outdoor Old West frontier village kind of experience. There's the main street of the reconstructed frontier town, Iowa, in the period of the 1840s and 50s. We're camping today at Gull Point State Park near Milford, Iowa, which is in the far northwestern corner of the state. And it's a very nice park. This is the third week, or the beginning of the actually third week in May, and we have the park all to ourselves, literally. There are occasional joggers come by, but other than the geese and the water insects that were very loud last night, but we slept well. The place is virtually empty. Here's an overview of our campsite, what our camp looks like when we're truck camping. We've got our right line dome tent that goes on the bed of the pickup truck, and there's just enough room in that 5-foot bed with the tailgate down for the two of us to sleep, and a nice 4-foot wide double air mattress. We have a queen size double sleeping bag, and there's the old Eureka A-frame tent that I bought in 1982. It's still with me. We use that for an equipment tent. This has been a rainy trip, and it keeps all of our boxes, our kitchen box, our food box, our Alpha-Cool cooler dry when it rains. And we have a 8-foot by 8-foot kiosk that we pop up, and what that does is that gives us a little bit of a veranda when it does rain, which again it has very frequently on this trip, and we're only on the third day, to have a little bit of a dry space and keep the door area dry to the tent. By the way, by way of a review comment, we are very, very happy with the Right Line products. This is one of their truck tents. They make them for all sizes of beds, compact, medium size, and full size pickup trucks, and any length of bed you can order them, and they make them, and they're quite reasonable in cost as well, and they're easy to put up. It takes us about 15 to 20 minutes to put one of these things up now, and we've only done it together 3 times. Very, very good. One lesson that I learned, or I should say relearned, because this isn't my first rodeo in a state park campground. I thought I'd be clever and get us a campsite that was close, but not too close to the trafficked areas around the bathhouse. And you can see we are very close, conveniently, to the bathhouse, which is very nicely kept up, by the way. Good hot water. But bathhouses are always lit at night. And the lights, the courtesy lights outside of this building are very bright. And so it was sort of like sleeping in an Alaska summer last night. So for future reference, I think I'll locate us a little bit farther away from bathhouses. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to click the thumbs up icon, share with your friends, and always appreciate subscriptions. If you like to see more of the channel, please subscribe. Goodbye.